Hey everybody, very good morning. A happy morning to all also. This day is a historic one for our Indian markets. So the reason no need to express because all might be new. The September 4th, 2025 pre-market outlook session consists also, apart from the outlook for the day, which also consists the best strategies and the accuracy which I already got because of our behavior analysis, how it made a path, how it actually reaped benefit towards the traders also will be discussed. Based on or till the yesterday's moment, the significant observation one can have means the behavior of the NIFTY and other sectoral index as well, in which how it got the strength renewed manner. In a renewed manner, how it got the new strength, we can say. The strength not only in a sudden or a spike manner happened. It was in a way of constructive, without giving back, even it is a point gained or the strength. So what is strength it is getting means the behavior without having or looking back or retracing back. The upward momentum on the stocks or in terms of behavior means the holding capacity. The holding capacity in the sense the momentum we can see. And then the escalating or accelerating power from the zone where it has started without giving back, keep on accelerating in the path it has actually tried to make. After looking back, once the day completes or the time frame what we have taken for deciding the trading and all, once you look back, it is giving a chance to understand that even if it is for NIFTY you can take or any other index as well, it is actually giving you a lesson based on its own constructive behavior that the forward looking or the forward momentum oriented behaviors are visible there in the index because you don't want to analyze a thorough timeline. That means a overall timeline if it is for the day or a hour. It is better to just analyze the open position or open prices and then closing price or otherwise the closing behavior. So it was when nearing to the close, for an instance, we are taking about the observation on the behavior. The strength was more than the strength it has shown in the opening session. While it was opening for the NIFTY, if it is the flat kind of positivity, ignoring the negativity in the global market, that itself is strength one can say. But after looking this particular behavior, while in the closing hour, from the mid of the day, it has started moving up, and even though the 2 times of rejections happened, that rejections what actually were being in a way of a minor activities in the selling side without having a strength on the selling side. But while it is rebounding 3rd time from the low it has made during the midday, afterwards only we have recommended that call option on the NIFTY with overconfident about the behavior. It has keep constructing the positive behavior one can say. with the higher highs and higher lows kind of formations on the candles. So overall, while closing, the closing was comparatively high when compared to the open price. Even the high about the day's high was also broken and closed. So this is what the construction we have actually seen in the behavior of the yesterday's trend. And based on that proof it has given, it is of course decided that yesterday itself the next day market would be on the positive side. Even though there is any disappointment, it would be getting protected by the low of yesterday like we have predicted. But in that way, this is a story, a real story, a proof we can get from the yesterday's one to have a positive impact in the next day's market as well. But along with the news revealed by the GST Council that these are all the list of industries, products, services to get the slash in the tax rate as well as the slabs also decided in a 2-tier basis instead of the previous 4 or to 5 tiers. So these are all the pushing factors for the today's market, one can say. Simple. So that is what the observation we wanted to share with you are based on our behavior analysis. Without giving back the strength, the market constructed well and it is trying to move forward towards the core zones that will be discussed now in the current day's outlook. See, for the day, of course, everyone knows as their wishes if they are following the long trades. The gap up opening by cheering the GST Council announcements, the biggest reform, a historic one in the Indian economy, which would be maximized or extensive benefits it is going to put on a end user, every Indian citizens. Along with the industries also going to cheer it. So the opening would be on the gap up manner. After opening, we should actually measure this particular point in this way, how we are going to describe it. See the opening trend and first 15 to 30 minutes, if the Nifty is sustaining about 24,850, that is enough to breach the immediate and core resistance zone of 25,145, which has been discussed in the month of August. So that 25,145 once getting broken itself, not even need to close. So it is necessary to break at least, so that break above that level will aid the Nifty to move further or eye further the levels of 25,300 and 25,500. Anyhow, the long traders who are in good profit or even in a minor profit also can utilize this news-based jump in the market to book the profit, and which will be aiming to construct further once the retracement or pullback and all happened on the positional front. So it would be very important for the day traders, those are the ultra short-term traders, can utilize the high happening today by reducing by some positions through the way of booking profits. Where one can again re-enter means about to 24,850 and 24,700 would be the support zones hereafter if the market closes above 25,145. And where one can keep constructing the long while the support zones are getting approached, and for the targets of 25,300 to 25,500. This is for positional traders, a very much apt on. For the today's momentum, majority of the sectors will be participating, and in some sectors because of the rate reduction and because of the rate not reduced, the stocks like which got not any benefit or benefit kind of announcement from the yesterday's meet, and today also it is going to be continued. So that kind of sector or stock may be feeling some selling activity because of the no reduction in the rates. So this is what the strategy one can follow based on the levels, and the sectors also discussed now. Particularly primary activities can be seen on automobile because of the very important benefit given to the small cars, passenger vehicles, commercial till, and even in the two-wheeler side up to 350cc bikes also going to benefit the rate cuts. So in that way, the automobile sector, which is already in the positive mood, will continue their mood. Along with the metal, which already got the northward path, is expected to continue the same. Bank and financial services also going to venture with the rally the market is going to experience. The most important is consumer goods. So in that way, the mixed kind of activities can be seen. Anyhow, in the front line, most of the consumer goods, consumer durabilities, and consumer discretionaries, these stocks will be in the spotlight to attract the buyer. Finally, it is of course reality that is also in the way to attract buying. But anyhow, the realty sector also having some mixed access. From the stocks front, the day traders can utilize the opportunity from the movement of Tata Steel Limited, Jindal Steel and Power, BHEL, Force Motors, Redington India, and GHV Infra Projects. Based on news and technical behavior, we have listed out these stocks. Anyhow, while sharing about the market activity through the news and all, it is very essential to continue focus on long side with a buy on dip approach as mentioned in the report. That would be a great strategy until the Nifty holding 24,850, 24,700 and 24,400 as the support zone. By keeping strict stop loss, that would be a strict or a firm advice to all the traders, irrespective of the momentum the market is going to give. That's it from today's part. We can see now queries can be addressed. From the query side, the natural gas and Dr. Reddy has been asked. See, for the Dr. Reddy, we can first address it. The pharmaceutical interest also may be enjoying the reform-oriented announcement. However, it will be on a sell-on rise candle. So that can be approached in the same way. For the Dr. Reddy, if it is nearing to the level of 1280 or around 1300, these zones can be utilized to reduce your positions if it is in the long side. And for the support side, the strong support has been formed at the level of 1248. Until it is holding this level, one can keep holding. But anyhow, the formation of the 1300 near, if it is trying to do, there one can try to reduce the position as a strong resistance zone. If the stock strongly closes above the level of 1285 at least, or 1300 as a whole, there one can think of building longs. Until then, it would be better to utilize the hikes the stock is going to give. For the natural gas, the current trend in the natural gas is giving a clear signal for the upside attempt. Anyhow, based on yesterday's momentum, the stock or the instrument is attracting some selling while it is nearing the 275 resistance zone, as we have been mentioning this particular point very long back. As it has signaled and attracted the selling around that zone, again we are putting the same as resistance 275, even though the yesterday's high was 276. 275 zone only made this to close below the 270 zone. So one can build the long if it is trying to come down towards the level of 269 to 265. One can keep holding the long position by treating 269 as immediate support. Even though it is breaking, no need to urge to come out of the position. You can keep the second one as 265. And the target would be clearly lying with the 275 level. So that's it from today's part. We can discuss. Have a wonderful and fortune trading day to all. Enjoy the day with a maximized benefits in terms of profit making. Thank you for your participation. We'll meet again tomorrow in the pre-market outlook session. Bye-bye.